2 Chronicles chapter 26. And all the people of Yehudah took Uzziah, who was 16 years old, and made him king in place of his father Amaziah. He built Eloth and restored it to Yehudah after when the king slept with his fathers. 16 years old was Uzziah when he began to reign, and he reigned 52 years in Jerusalem, and his mother's name was Yechiliah of Jerusalem. And he did that which was right in the eyes of Yahweh, according to all that his father Amaziah had done. And he set himself to seek God in the days of the Karyah, who had understanding in the vision of God. And as long as he sought Yahweh, God made him to prosper. And he went forth and warred against the Pelishtim, and broke down the wall of Gut, and the wall of Yabneh, and the wall of Ashdod. And he built cities in the country of Ashdod, and among the Pelishtim. And God helped him against the Pelishtim, and against the Arabim that dwelt in Gur Baal, and the Maonim. And the Ammonim gave tribute to Uzziah, and his name spread abroad even to the entrance of Mithraim, for he became exceeding strong. Moreover, Uzziah built towers in Jerusalem, at the corner gate, and at the valley gate, and at the turning of the wall, and fortified them. And he built towers in the wilderness, and hewed out many cisterns, for he had much cattle, in the lowland also, and in the plain. And he had land workers and vine dressers in the mountains, and in the fruitful fields, for he loved husbandry. Moreover, Uzziah had an army of fighting men that went out to war by bands, according to the number of their reckoning, made by Yael the scribe and Maasheiah the officer, under the hand of Hananiah, one of the king's captains. The whole number of the heads of fathers' houses, even the mighty men of valor, was 2,600. And under their hand was an army, 300,000 and 7,500, that made war with mighty power to help the king against the enemy. And Uzziah prepared for them, even for all the host, shields and spears and helmets and coats of mail and bows and stones for slinging. And he made in Jerusalem engines, invented by skilful men, to be on the towers and upon the battlements, wherewith to shoot arrows and great stones. And his name spread far abroad, for he was marvellously helped, till he was strong. But when he was strong, his heart was lifted up, so that he did corruptly, and he trespassed against Yahweh his God, for he went into the temple of Yahweh to burn incense upon the altar of incense. And Azariah the priest went in after him, and with him 80 priests of Yahweh that were valiant men. And they withstood Uzziah the king, and said to him, It pertaineth not to thee, Uzziah, to burn incense to Yahweh, but to the priests, the sons of Aharon, that are consecrated to burn incense. Go out of the sanctuary, for thou hast trespassed, neither shall it be for thy honor from Yahweh God. Then Uzziah was wroth, and he had a censer in his hand to burn incense, and while he was wroth with the priests, the leprosy broke forth in his forehead before the priests in the house of Yahweh, beside the altar of incense. And Azariah the chief priest and all the priests looked upon him, and behold, he was leprous in his forehead, and they thrust him out quickly from thence. Yea, himself hasted also to go out, because Yahweh had smitten him. And Uzziah the king was a leper to the day of his death, and dwelt in a separate house, being a leper, for he was cut off from the house of Yahweh. And Jotham his son was over the king's house, judging the people of the land. Now the rest of the acts of Uzziah, first and last, did Yeshayahu the prophet, the son of Amoth, write. So Uzziah slept with his fathers, and they buried him with his fathers in the field of burial which belonged to the kings, for they said, he is a leper. And Jotham his son reigned in his stead.